yourself from ever having a disastrous effect on your cake or when you're piping happy birthday. So what we have happen is if I just empty this section of my bag, I have this air pocket that's going to happen. And for this one, since the buttercream is nice and soft, it's not really going to do too much. But say when you're piping, you can feel it. You know that there's a pocket of air in there and you're waiting for it to come out. Stop. Burp your bag. You'll hear it. You'll hear the release of air when you empty your buttercream back into the bowl, and it's going to save you from having a splash of buttercream all over your cake.
These are so inspiring.
Mary has a nice adorable tip. So Anna, you seem to be getting it good now, and Mariah looks like those are some really nice rosettes. So Mary, with these, you're really starting to get it, but what I want you to do is when you get to the end of that shell, stop piping. Just pull the bag away. So when you get to about here, just stop with the pressure. Motion. I think you might want to try the two-handed.
Okay.
It looks like you're really putting it, you're shaking, so it feels like there's a lot of
Yeah,
pressure
I
behind your.
have some trouble with my hands.
Okay, so this really might help because it's just these ones. So what you want to do is go ahead and squeeze, let go. Let go. You don't have to make that rapid
Yay!
motion.
Nice.
Nice rosette.
Boom.
So feel free to do what Kyle's doing when you start running out of room. Go ahead and scrape it off with a spatula, and you can restart. Use that same plastic sheet, which is exactly what we have. Keep it on the table. You'll get a nice cleaner pull. Just drag it off. Scoop it up. There you go.
How did you do this guy?
This one,
The backward one?
you can do it backwards, forwards, both ways, one way.
I feel like I'm shaking.
Just rotate in the wrist. This buttercream is pretty soft, and since it is equal parts butter to shortening, it's a little warm in this room. I have hot hands. I can't work with buttercream too long before it starts melting on me. Unfortunately, it's a very common problem. Anyone have any creative solutions that they would use to kind of help that?
Do you take a rest?
You can stick your hands in the freezer.
Do you take a rest? Would you kind of just...
Absolutely.
let it
Take a
move?
break for a second. If it's getting too cool, you can always go ahead and refrigerate your buttercream. Not too long. The last thing you want to do is have your buttercream set up completely on you. Nice curl, Kyle.
Yes.
It looks pretty
One
good.
for one.
So you definitely don't want that to happen to you because then it's the process of waiting for it to warm up again, and at that point you will have to re-whip it. I like to keep a cold damp towel on my table so I can literally just press my hands on that, kind of get them to cool down and keep on going. So right here I'm just going to do a couple of rosettes with my rounded tip.
You're right-handed.
Yes, I am right-handed.
You're holding this
So my
with
right hand is on the bottom.
I don't know, that feels weird to me.
It does, and your bag's not full enough to really
Well,
accomplish that.
Before I was trying it, and I was like, this feels weird.
Here, give it a try with this bag. So are you right hand dominant?
Yeah.
Okay, so right hand on the bottom. Use your left hand to fill, and then your right hand to release everything.
No, it just feels weird.
Alright, well, you have to go with what's comfortable. Mary, with your rosettes, what I want you to do, they look good. They look good. Don't start here. You want to pipe.
So you pulled it
You
up.
want to pipe on top of where you start. That's going to give you that beautiful height and that nice rosy center.
Oh.
Kyle, you showing up on Anna now?
Happy birthday.
Definitely not something we would do with a a star tip. But if we had a round tip, that would be ideal.
Are those better?
Those look beautiful. A little twisted on top. I think you're rotating one too many times.
Happy.
So okay, there's where you're going. You're going a little too high.
Okay.
You just need a dollop
And
and then around one time.
yeah. Like that?
Still too much. But that one looks good. Just enough to curl on top of. Kyle, feel free to refill your bag, and
I'm making a mess.
buttercream's not always the cleanest.
Anna's shaving over here.
Alright, well let's take a look at how they're doing.
She's shaving her paper.
Beautiful.
Well, that's a spatula in there.
Did one fall in?
Yeah.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes bag clips again are very useful. When you have a big enough one, they can hold your utensils on the edge of your bowl without falling in. There's a lot of little hacks that you can try to keep yourself a little cleaner.
This is such a messy thing.
Feel free to wash up. If we need to switch out a spatula, we can always grab another one. But I like Kyle remembering when he refills his bag to keep his bag clean. Because notice none of the ends of your bags have a dirty outside, except this one, but I think it fell on something on the table. The dirty outside is going to be your killer though. When that's dirty, you go to set your bag down. Now you got buttercream all over your table. Now you're going to have it on your hands. You're going to have dirty buttercream everywhere. Dirty workspace is going to be a messy product. So we want to always remember to constantly be working clean. So Kyle needs to get that buttercream off the table.
Can we use this?
Yes, feel free to use the bench scraper. It's here for you.
Now, if it's on the table, it should come out.
If it's on the table, it cannot go back in the bowl. So Anna, when you're all set washing your hands, can you carefully bring that trash can over?
Yes.
Thank you. It's a soft buttercream. It's definitely warm in here, so we have a couple things working against us on this today. Bring it up and over a little bit more, you'll get a more dramatic curl. There you go, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Go,
All right.
boy, go.
Okay, so Kyle's got about the same size tip as my rounded one. This is his with a straight edge. And this is with a rounded one.
I want to try.
The differences aren't huge, but this one's, the indents are much more defined when you're looking in at the way that it's shaped. So the creases in between where you can see the star tip, they're closer together, whereas here these ones really cut in. So one of the cool ways that I've learned is to take some, if you have gel food coloring, if you can match it up, and it's not the easiest, you can line the inside of your bag and it comes out with a curled color.
Can I try one of the big ones?
Yes,
Mary, if you want me to
absolutely, there's a
some-
couple
Let me borrow
bags.
your small tip.
Go right ahead.
So everyone think that maybe next class you'd like to try practicing on a cake instead of just a flat surface?